Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. I don't know if it's set in stone, but it is a rumor. They did a little bit of announcement. It might be in purse bids, who knows. But this is the fight that they're saying is happening next. And before we get to like a fight analysis or a small fight analysis, I won't do too much of a fight breakdown, but to focus on why isn't he going against Alexander Usyk, Joseph Parker, that is. If you don't know Joseph, if you don't know the beast in Joseph Parker, this man has knocked out Zhilei Zhang, not went 12 rounds and all that, knocked out Zhilei Zhang, knocked out Martin Bakole, knocked out Deontay Wilder. This man is a monster. He destroyed every power puncher at heavyweight, unlimited weight status. He knocked them all out, the biggest power punchers there. And even after showing his dominance in that way, they still chose to protect Usyk, because at this point they are safeguarding, gatekeeping Usyk from this threat of Joseph Parker. And I can't blame them. This man is one of one. Nothing's touching him. He has to be ranked, at least at Ring Magazine, #1. But despite all that, they make Usyk go do a face-off against Jake Paul. And then you hear Turki Al-Sheikh, which Usyk is like signed. He has some kind of contract with Turki Al-Sheikh. They're doing something. But Usyk is being rumored to fight Moses Satama after Moses beats a Dillian White. When you have Joseph Parker, Zhilei Zhang, Martin Bakole, even bigger names than Deontay Wilder, bigger names than those three, he has beat everybody. And the only other person that can compare is a Jit Caballel. It's just those two guys at the pinnacle of heavyweight, underneath Usyk, of course. You have Moses, you have Izzy Torres, you have a couple guys kind of building their way up, but they're not at this level. Despite all that, we have a fight against Fabio Wardley. Now, this isn't too bad of a fight, because Fabio Wardley is a dangerous fighter. It's just that when he could be having his dangerous fight be an undisputed title fight against Usyk, instead it's against Fabio Wardley, which he could lose. Because Wardley, he's not like someone to joke around with. He's actually a very talented fighter, a very dangerous fighter. But not a Usyk threat, still a threat to be reckoned with. And kind of sucks, because if Wardley wins this, chances are Wardley isn't going to be going against Usyk after this. They're going to make him go and fight a couple more dudes before he has a chance at the King. And who knows how much left the King has in boxing. He's 38 years old. How many good, like, prime years of Usyk are we going to have? When his whole thing is footwork, how many years do we have before his footwork, like, goes away? And now when we have the best matchup, it's not Moses Satama. Moses hasn't fought anybody. It's not, that's really all Turki Al-Sheikh wants to see. I don't know why that's his golden boy, Moses, but who knows? He's supposed to be the prodigy or whatever. But when we can have like this insane fight of footwork, Joseph Parker is not on par of Usyk, but his footwork is like the very few in the heavyweights. That's something that division is starting to work on, because for the longest they just been fat fuckers, but now they're starting to get some agility, get some fluidity, start to move around a little bit more, be more fluid with their movement. And we receive this perfect matchup that Turkey Al-Sheikh is just blocking. He's cock blocking us. We could be having the best fight ever, but who knows, man? Who knows? We'll see what comes out of this whole debacle. I didn't even really speak on this Fabio Wardley fight, but it's just a waste of talent. Joseph Parker is supposed to be next, and instead they're throwing him back into the fire. It wasn't enough for Martin Bakole. Now, to be fair, with the Martin Bakole fight, he was going to get his title shot against Daniel Dubois, but now that Daniel Dubois isn't in the picture, he's supposed to be fighting Usyk, but we don't have that. We have this ass fight. We have this ass fight against Wardley. But speaking on Wardley, I guess I'll give you a tad bit of what he brings to the table or whatever. Fabio Wardley is an extremely quick fighter. His reflexes, his counters, he got a bit of Atama in him. He got the footwork, the speed, insanely fast reflexes. That's what I notice of him. He's very quick with the pullback counters, and I watched his fight against Hooney, whatever that was. Watched that fight against that guy, and he's a strong puncher, but most of all, it's just his reflexes. They're insane. He's quick for a heavyweight fighter, and that's what I was speaking on about this new generation of heavyweights. They're starting to be in shape. They're not fat asses anymore. They're all like quick, quick. I don't even know the word for it, but just fast reflexes, where it's no longer the Zheli Zhangs, where their power, their weight is their winning X factor. Now it's how fast can you punch and how fast can you move out the way. These heavyweights are jumping around now. So this is obviously going to be an exciting fight. But I'll do the fight breakdown a little bit later. This was just like an announcement of this is what they're pushing towards. So we'll see.